So, I was actually going to be wearing this jacket in the video today, because, this jacket is similar to the one that the main character, Ethan, wears in Resident Evil Village. So I thought, oh yeah, that'd be a really cool idea, you know, have like a matching, similar kind of outfit. But then I remembered that because green screens are a thing, this happens. Hello, ItsOcean back again to talk about one of 2021's most anticipated games, Lady D and the Funky Bunch. I am a huge Resident Evil fan, so I have been waiting for this for a long ass time, and I am excited to finally be able to talk about this. Now, as usual with my review videos, there will be absolutely no spoilers in this video at all, so don't you worry. Just want to quickly say, I played this game on an Xbox One. Unfortunately, I don't have next gen, so I can't tell you how the game performs overall, because last gen was kind of nerfed, obviously, compared to next gen, so I do want you to keep that in mind. But how is the game? And does it stand up to past entries in the franchise? Well, let's find out as we take a trip down
to the village.
Resident Evil Village is a sequel to Resident Evil 7. After the Baker incident, Ethan and Mia Winters have settled down in a cute house, and now they have a daughter named Rose. Not that one. Things are licking? What? Batman is licking pretty good on Catwoman. Oh no wait, heroes don't do that. Things are finally looking good for the couple. Until Mia is fucking shot a bajillion times and Chris Redfield shows up to boulder push a table. When will this madness end? Huh? What's he gonna do next? Boulder punch the moon? So Mia has been Chris-assassinated and baby Rose has been Chris-napped. And Ethan is knocked out. But when he wakes up, his military entourage has been mysteriously killed. And he is left all alone in the cold, dark forest. Whoa, wait, did somebody break my jar of jam? So, your boy No-Head Ethan arrives in this weird-ass village, and something doesn't seem right here. Who would have thought that something would not feel right in a Resident Evil game? Absolutely revolutionary idea. Werewolves roam through the dirt pathways and the fields. Strange creatures lurk around every corner. And the four kings await. No, wait, I didn't mean those ones, I meant the four. So yeah, these four lords are Fish Dude, Bloodborne Dante, Bride of Chucky, and of course, we have the walking mammary queen herself, Lady Dimmadome.
You ungrateful, selfish wretch!
Harder, mommy, harder. They all have their own backstories and sections to play through, and yeah, they are pretty cool. Though Bloodborne Dante's voice acting was a little bit weird at times.
Yak, if a man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah, blah.
So Ethan is going to have to deal with these lords and ladies if he wants to find his daughter. It's a pretty cool story with some twists and turns and a lot to like. It is a Resident Evil story, so that's exactly what to expect from this. Resident Evil Village plays a lot like Resident Evil 7, which makes sense considering it is indeed a sequel to 7. But Village does bring some changes. Ethan Winters is a little bit more experienced now, and thus he can move faster, and weapon handling is a little bit smoother now. There are once again a bunch of weapons to find or to purchase, such as shotguns, a grenade launcher, and even a sniper rifle. And the designs for these weapons look absolutely awesome. I mean, just look at this hand cannon. Goddamn, man, that's a yeehaw right there. One of Village's best new changes is enemy variety. No more fighting the same handful of enemies on repeat. This time you can face ghoulish beings, weird flying creatures, and
werewolves.
And these things can move fast. They can easily overwhelm you in packs, so you had better make sure that you bring along your shotty too hottie. And of course, there are a bunch of boss battles to fight too. Some of these are really cool, and some of them are kind of lame. I'm not going to be showing the boss battles though, because I want you to be able to experience them for yourself. Some of the bosses in this game can actually follow you around like Mr. X or Nemesis, and that is really cool. But I didn't really find them anywhere near as scary or as interesting as Mr. X or Nemesis. So that was kind of disappointing. I don't think it helped that they made Lady Dimmadome the hottest thing ever! The titular village is quite interesting. It acts as this game's mansion or police station. You will find yourself backtracking from time to time, and it holds a lot of secrets for anyone that ventures off the beaten path. Another mechanic returning from Resident Evil 4 is treasures. Hidden around the village are secret treasures which you can shoot down or find. And, just like in Resident Evil 4, some of these treasures can be combined, which means that once you sell them, they will be worth a lot more money. So one of the game's best mechanics is the return of a merchant. Oh yes! Fucking not that one! This one! This one here. This is the Duke. And he will be your vendor for this game. He can sell health items and ammo, but he also sells weapon upgrades. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Resident Evil 4's weapon upgrade system is finally back. Yes! You can also sell any of the treasures that you have found on your journey. Resident Evil Village's inventory system works a lot like... Wait a minute, is that what I think it is? Is that Resident Evil 4's inventory system? Oh my god, I've missed you. So yes, you can arrange items in any way you wish, and you can get inventory slots from good old Duke Selim over there. Another returning mechanic from Resident Evil 4 is the ability to kill animals. You can hunt animals for money or for upgrades via the Duke, which is cool. These upgrades can give you more health or faster movement, so it's wise to try and complete as many of these recipes as you can. Enemies can drop money and crafting items when you defeat them too. Just like in Resident Evil 4. Right, you know what? This game should just be called Resident Evil 4 Village. May as well just be a sequel to Resident Evil 4. Duh, I said it. Crafting from Resident Evil 7 returns, and this allows you to craft items such as health, ammo, and explosives. It is a great way to replenish your inventory when you are running low on items. Oh, hail the bottle of healing! Typewriters make a return, and that's pretty dope. This game has some pretty cool puzzles. You can examine items to find other items, just like in previous games. This game has it all. Now, one new addition to the game is photo mode. That's right, now you can take all the pictures that you want of Lady Dimmadome's Dimmadomes. Oh yes, baby, oh yes, work it, vogue it, vogue it. Yes, you're doing great, honey. Hell yes. Oh, that's right, give me that pose. Give me a little bit more of that. Oh, I need to get a better angle. Somebody get me a freaking towel, because it's getting hot in here. It is pretty basic though, so I admittedly didn't end up using it very much. Though I did create this masterpiece. Now, once you finish the game, you will unlock the Mercenaries mode, and a bunch of other stuff. A challenge section opens up, and you can complete challenges to gain currency. This currency is then used in a special shop that lets you unlock things like secret items, concept art, and figurines. Oh, not again! Come on, Capcom! Why do you keep obscuring Ethan's face? It doesn't make sense! World of Resident Evil Village is rather beautiful, considering it's a horror game. The village itself is blanketed with gorgeous snow. The centre of the village feels dirty and it has a rustic charm to it. Mist fills certain areas, giving them strong winter vibes. Now, due to obvious reasons, there is a feeling of loneliness and fear that lingers with you throughout the game, which feels odd considering how pretty some of the areas can be. But the one area that I want to focus on is the castle. Oh my god, this place is fantastic. Definitely the star of the show. The castle is pure gothic. And it's amazing to see this in a modern Resident Evil game. Honestly, the castle looks so goddamn good that you can picture a zombie in there from previous game and it would look like classic Resident Evil. Some of my favourite locations in Resident Evil games are mansions and castles with spooky vibes, and Castle Dimmadome is up there with the best of them. soundtrack for Village can be a little generic. There wasn't really any tracks that stood out to me in the soundtrack, but they do still do a good job of assisting the horror. There are some moments in this game where the music truly turns the horror up to 11, and that is great. I would usually give some previews of some of the tracks that I liked, but the tracks that I enjoyed were all played during big spoiler moments. And I really do think that this game needs to be played semi-blind, therefore I won't give any previews. The Mercenaries mode features some pretty cool tracks too, but I don't know, I just kind of feel about the soundtrack. It's just fine. It's just fine. Nothing truly stood out for me, so it's been difficult to try and write this section of the video. It's not as good as previous entries, but it still does a good job. So, issues. I didn't really find much to have a problem with. Sometimes some of the game's concepts can clash, and there was also a werewolf that just rose from the ground at one point, which was really weird. Also, elevators take absolutely forever when I was playing this on the Xbox One. Not sure if that's just an issue with last gen or if that happens on next gen as well, but good God, these elevator sections took forever. You there yet? Oh, I think we're finally reaching the top. For fuck's sake! But I do have one gripe with the game. So as I previously mentioned, Mercenaries mode is back in this game, and I don't like it very much. Sure, it can be fun if you aren't trying to accomplish anything and you're just running around shooting and just having a bit of fun, yeehaw! I was working on 100% completion in this game, and Mercenaries mode stopped that in its tracks. Basically, you get ranks at the end of every single run that you do. A rank, B rank, S rank, whatever. Now, in order to get 100% completion, you do need to get S rank on every single stage, which was no fucking fun whatsoever, because you basically have to get a super good, kind of lucky run where everything goes correctly. You have to memorize enemy spawn locations, you have to get the right power. I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like it. Plus sometimes the enemies just wouldn't spawn and I'd finish a stage with only a few enemies left, which docks a lot of points. And that would completely screw my run. I was personally hoping that Resident Evil 4, 5 or 6's version of Mercenaries mode would return. A mode in which you run around, you grab time and you try and kill as many enemies as you can. And they will spawn randomly and bosses will spawn randomly. That was super fun. This, however, felt like a raid mode knockoff. And just to say what raid mode was, just in case there are people that don't know, raid mode was something from Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. You would go through stages and enemies would spawn in set locations, you kill them, you move on, blah 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 blah, you finish the stage. It was kind of fun, but nothing has ever topped the thrill of the Mercenaries from Resident Evil 4 and 5 for me. So that was super disappointing. Resident Evil Village feels like a wonderful mashup of past games whilst feeling like something fresh, and that is incredible to pull off. The story is intriguing, though it does stick to its usual style of storytelling, so it's kind of easy to predict. The gameplay is fantastic, with faster movement, tighter gunplay and some of the best mechanics returning from past games. The world is beautiful and full of detail, strong winter vibes, and the castle is just incredible. The soundtrack is kind of generic and forgettable, but it still does a good job at assisting the horror within the game. I didn't really find that much to dislike about the game except for that pesky Mercenaries mod. So overall, it is a great package that I can highly recommend. And that is why Resident Evil Village has earned the title of Fun Times. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to slap the like button and click the bell that does the ding thing and clap the cheeks and throw the hands and all the stuff that YouTubers say these days. Just want to quickly mention that I started 2 new series recently. One of them is a tier list series in which I will be doing multiple different tier lists every now and then. Currently I'm doing the Tier List Compendium, which essentially is me trying to create the biggest tier list ever known to mankind. Currently the first episode of that is out and I'm working on the second episode too. And I also decided to make a series where I dive into some cultured video games. This is a series with a different kind of presentation, though after the first episode I realised I do kind of want my green screen back, so the green screen will be returning for episode 2. But yeah, I basically play some very, very sensual games, we'll say that, and give some funny reactions and do a bunch of really silly stuff. It's a blast. It's been a lot of fun making that so far, so feel free to go and check either of those out. I will leave them in the outro. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Pip pip toodaloo!